was given the brief to develop cost-effective orthotic devices for individuals with upper limb paralysis. So obviously 3D printing sort of is massive in the current media with developing cost-effective prosthetics. But for individuals with paralysis, it's kind of sort of an untouched field. So I sort of wanted to design products that were more affordable and more available and accessible for individuals to return to sports that they enjoyed. This one specifically to mountain biking. So I worked with an individual called Tom Wheeler who sustained a brachial plexus injury which left his right arm paralysed 4 years ago. And he developed a bespoke arm brace that worked brilliantly for him, but it was quite pricey and it was quite difficult to manufacture. So I did vast amounts of prototyping using low facsimile models, and I tried to develop a generic arm brace that worked in small, medium and large sizes. So you can expand and contract the width of it to suit different arm circumference shapes. So obviously individuals with paralysis, they're prone to have muscle wastage and so a reduction in arm circumference. So being able to adjust it was kind of like quite an important specification. And then I suppose putting on the arm brace, integrating things that are easy to adjust single-handedly. So, you know, if you're a paralysed arm, it's kind of an important factor to make it easy to put on. So I looked at that. Another factor that I addressed was in the event of sort of a crash or dismounting of the bike, you want to be released from the bike. So I developed sort of a release system that enables the individual to, this will be slotted onto the handlebars, and then easy location, that sort of pops on, and then you can insert a pin. So, and this pin will be attached to the unaffected arm, so you can release it in the event of a crash. So that was the design as a whole. Inside here, there is pretty much a spring and a floating pin, and you can alter the preload of the spring through just doing that. So some individuals have partial paralysis, some have full paralysis, so you can adjust it to suit individual needs. So my project was just looking at sort of designing things that can be customised to suit a range of individuals' needs without it being too overly expensive. I mean, this is a prototype, like, there's a lot of work to be done on it. It was a 13-week project, but since then, and since I finished my degree, I've continued working in this area, and I've been approached to design similar arm braces for other people as well, so, you know, it's a real interest. This was using stereolithography, so a lot of my earlier prototypes just used standard desktop 3D printing, like FDM 3D printers. A lot of my earlier prototypes were just printed using PLA. I printed them flat, and then I was able to heat them over sort of different profiles, just using low temperatures. But SLA provided me with the ability to print things a lot easier in 3D. The problem I found with this material is that it's quite brittle, so like my research from now on is sort of looking at sort of different materials that I can apply to this, and how, you know, potentially with the progression in 3D printers, how individuals could maybe even start printing them from the comfort of their home. I mean, more and more people are having printers in their house, so send them a file and they're able to print them, which is what I do with the individual I made this with. It's really rewarding to design something with such a good purpose. I suppose seeing the frustration in some people's faces not being able to return to a sport that they enjoy, it gives me a good reason to work in this area, so that's what I'd like to be doing.